Thank you for joining me on our user interface documentation guide outlining all the cool Row64 user interface and help you get acclimated to what's under the hood of Row64, how to use it, and just be overall more comfortable with the software. If you're in a spreadsheet environment, typically it's pretty similar. The only thing that's going to be different is the data frame. The data frame is kind of like the natural progression in data analysis. So let's just go ahead and highlight really quick what you'll see when you first open Row64. You'll see obviously all these cool little tabs up top where you can, projects are basically how you save projects. You can either save it as a single file or as a project folder. There are benefits to both, so it just depends upon your preference. But if you want a singular file, you would use this one. If you want something more fast and more performance driven, then you're going to want to do everything on a project basis, project folder basis. You'll have your import and export tab where you can import media. You have your data frame tab where you can make new data frames. You'll have your spreadsheets where you can make new spreadsheets like we're on right now. If you're actually on the data frame, while in a data frame, you'll have access to import and export data, as well as quick data science recipes. These are really something that's like making that will make Row64 kind of like a multi-tool or like a Swiss Army knife in certain data science operations. I'll highlight those in short, but let's get back to the sheet. You can also do charts, all kinds of new charts inside of a Row64, and these charts, a lot of them will be three-dimensional, some of them will be flat, and you can even make animated charts too, which will have their own, which we'll all do. We'll all do all these videos, but they'll be in separate videos outside of this one. Just kind of want to highlight all the features that you currently have now. And then you have a notebook where you can create a new notebook where you have our own IDE and you can just run code and debug it and stuff like that. So a couple other things you are going to be interested in likely are the settings tool over here. You can see your frames per second. You'll be able to get a help me version here to see your version and help us with support. And cool, this thing down here, this little legend here with a little piece of paper, you'll be able to do things like look at how quick it was to load data. As an example, I'll show how it works real quick. I'll just drag and drop a CSV file in here. You can kind of see the metrics here kind of says this, but if you wanted to see historically what was going on, you can click on that and it pops open a little log editor, right? We'll close that. And then this one here, down here, you can go split view where you can add another, you can move this tab up and down. I can move this sheet over to here, right? Do a split frame. You can close it side by side, go back to what I was doing before. I can just do one sheet, single, expanded. How it kind of toggles in between the two views. And yeah, that's basically the UI. Join me on my next video when we talk more about specific use cases for Row64 and how to analyze actual data. Thanks so much. Visit us at row64.com and make sure that you register for our forums where you can ask questions, request new features, report bugs, and talk to us as well as engage in our active community. We really thank you for joining us today and welcome to the future of data science.